Good morning, class. This is Rupali Memane, Assistant Professor, Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science, CAM. In the last lectures, we have seen how do you write a simple Java program, how do you compile the program and execute the program. In today's lecture, we will be seeing Java data types, Java variables. To begin with this, we are going to learn basic data types in Java. Then, what are the variables of Java programming? We are also going to learn access modifiers which are used in Java. Now, what are Java basic data types? A data type is an attribute of a variable which tells the compiler or the interpreter how the programmer intends to use the variable. It defines the operations that can be done on the data and what type of values can be stored. Data types can broadly be divided into two groups, primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Let us have a look at primitive data types and non-primitive data types and see a proper classification. Here in this image, you can see the primitive data types, that is Boolean type and others numeric type. In Boolean type, you just have one Boolean data type which gives you the value either true or false. Under numeric type, you have a character value and an integral value. A character value you have char and an integral value again is classified into integer and floating point. Under integer, you have byte, short, int and long, and in the floating point, you will have float and double. Whereas in the non-primitive data types are the data types which are derived from the primary data types. Now from the primary data types, from the char, if I try to create a collection of char, I get a non-primitive data type, that is the string. Similarly, another non-primitive data type is array. Array is a collection of similar data types. It can be a collection of int, collection of float, double, long, anything. Now, we will see the data types, their size and the description or the range. Data types, you have byte is of size 1 byte. It can store whole numbers between -128 to 127. Short is 2 bytes and it will store the whole numbers -32768 to 32767. Int will have 4 bytes with the range which is specified here. Long is of 8 bytes and it stores the range specified here. You need not learn by heart the description or the range in it is storing. Only if you know what is the range of byte and short is more than enough. In float is again 4 bytes. It stores fractional numbers which is sufficient for storing 6 to 7 decimal digits. Double is double of float. It will store 8 bytes. Again it stores fractional numbers which is sufficient for storing 15 decimal digits. Boolean, as we said, it is just a single value, either true or false, so it is 1 bit. Char will be 2 bytes. It stores single characters, letters or ASCII values. Now coming to variables. You know what are data types. Now we'll see what are variables in Java. A variable is a name given to a memory location. It is a basic unit of storage in a program. The value which is stored in a variable can be changed during the execution of the program. It is only a name given to a memory location. All the operations done on the variable affects the memory location. In Java, all variables must be declared before you use them. Now, a variable can be any name which is associated with a value that can be changed. For example, let's say int I equal to 10. If I declare a variable like this, here I is the variable name and 10 is an associated value which is assigned to the variable I, and I is of integer data type that represent the variable which can hold only integer values. Now how do we write the syntax or how do you write a variable? Syntax will be simple. You first need to write the data type, then the variable name, assignment operator and the value which is assigned to you. The value can be an optional. You can just declare the variable and then later on you can assign any values to it. Coming to access modifiers. Now what are access modifiers in Java? It specifies the accessibility or the scope of a field, method, constructor or a class. we can change the access level of fields, constructor or method and class which are applying to them. Java provides you with 4 basic access modifiers. They are default, private, public and protected. Let's see all these access modifiers in detail. Coming to first is the default. When we do not give any access modifiers, it is by default given as a default access modifier. The data members, class or the methods which are not declared using any access modifier will have a default access modifier and can be accessible only within that same package. Now coming here, we see an example. If I have a package named pack and class A is an element of that package, if I print it with void message system.print.hello, here I have not specified any access modifier. Here the access modifier is default. Coming to the next is the private access modifier. The scope of the private modifier is limited only to that class. The private data members and methods are only accessible within the class. Class and interfaces cannot be declared as private as they have to be returned or interface has to be implemented. Now looking at an example, here class A and private A. So here private constructor. This cannot be accessed outside the class. Next is the public access modifier. That means it can be accessed from anywhere. It can be accessed even outside the class. Looking at the example, package pack, public class A and message. Then last is protected. Protected access modifier is accessible within the package and outside the package, but only through inheritance. Only the base class members or functions can be accessed by the child class and not otherwise. Protected access modifier can be applied on data member, method and constructor. And I have specified the example here. Protected message has an example. This chart shows you a detailed description of all the access modifiers in Java, public, protected, default and private, and it also shows that all the access modifier can be accessed in the class. The public, protected and default can be accessed within the same package. Public and protected can be accessed in the subclasses. Public can be accessed in the global and not otherwise. Summing up, in this lecture, we have seen the basic data types in Java. We have also seen what are variables in Java programming, and we have seen the access modifiers in Java. For this, I have taken the reference from this beginner's book, tutorials, Guru 99, tutorial points, eduika.com. Coming with this, we complete with today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will see the more advanced topics in Java. Thank you.